Time for my round 4 game of this month's MSEM GP. I'm playing Blue Green Beans against Pipsqueak, who is on, is it Phoenix? So this is not a great matchup for me because Phoenix is a very fast deck, and my deck is not very interactive in early game. This hand is too slow, so I mulligan this, and I get... Okay, this hand's still too slow, but I don't want to go down to 5, but at the same time, can I win with this hand? Because like I go turn 1 Panya, turn 2 Valprogender, turn 3 Jeffrey, and is that too slow? I think that's actually just too slow against Phoenix. I'll go down to 5. Okay, there we go. We got something. We can actually just go Primo into Ramsey into Valprogender. Like just ramp into Valprogender. And in that case, I'll keep like this because I do want to preserve life, but I also want to get at least one fetch out so that I can bring back fetch lands if I need to. And okay, they managed to get their Phoenix into the yard on turn 1. Hopefully, okay. I guess that's fetching Lush Oasis, and then this thing can fetch. Actually, do I need to fetch? Do I need to fetch triple green? I think I can just fetch blue here with Wayfarer Shrine just to make sure I don't get or I don't get color screwed later on, because I have more than enough green, I think. And if I have nothing better to do next turn, I can just play Mysterious Cataract tapped. They don't have Cosmic Sinkhole in their deck, so I don't have to play around that, which means I can play Mysterious Cataract tapped and preserve some life. Yeah, Cosmic Sinkhole, so like I don't have to play around this thing. Let's see if they have Firebird enabled this turn. And yeah, they match get their spells. Just wait, they're going to mill themselves even more. On the bright side, at least Firebird is not worded in the same way as Phoenix. So like Firebird is triggers when you cast your third spell, so if you mill any more later on, you can't get them back because it's not like Phoenix where it's not like Arc like Phoenix where it triggers at the beginning of your combat. But I mean, they got a turn to Phoenix. Meanwhile, I get a turn to Ramsey into a turn 3 Vial Progenitor. So like we're both doing pretty broken things. But I think their thing might actually just be more broken than mine. Like they're going, and I actually don't have a way to block the Phoenix right now, which is a problem. If I find an Amorphous Tyrant and hardcast it, then yeah, I can start walling the Phoenixes. But then they still have lots of fuel because they have the Unceasing Flames plan, which I need to worry about. Anyways, I'll just play Ramsey right now. Make the tokens, and then look forward to a Valprogender next turn. And I can play Wayfarer Shrine untapped, so then I play Valprogender and then fetch during the opponent's turn to get 2 triggers in a turn cycle off the Valprogender. And more against the waves. Hopefully they don't mill more Phoenixes. Oh darn, that's another Phoenix. Like the best game plan against Phoenix would be just to have a bunch of G-Card redoubts, but I'm not playing a deck that has these things, so can't do that. And it seems like they're probably going to get 3 spells cast this turn, so they're bringing back another Phoenix. And I don't think I can actually raise 2 Phoenixes unless I top deck Amorphous Tyrant. Wait, they didn't find a land? What? Did they not, like... Okay, well, I guess I got really lucky then. Unless, like, they're planning on post-combat Phoenix. Oh, no, wait, that still... Oh, okay, they had a tap land, so they couldn't Phoenix. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm still in a horrible position right now because they got the Foxolotto, or, Jeffrey stages. I can get this thing, I can force this to go back in their hand. So what's the line here if I do Jeffrey stages? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 mana this turn. I can go Jeffrey fetch, no, Jeffrey grab Aerith, and then cast Valprogender. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can do that and also play Mysterious Cataract tapped just to preserve some life. And then next turn I go Aerith, recast Valprogender. Or no, I can't do that, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't do that next turn, but I go. So Aerith is not the right thing to grab right now. I can go Jeffrey grab Panya. Is that better? Yeah, I think that works out because then I flash in Panya end of turn. I don't think they have instant speed removal, so Panya will definitely survive, and then I take an extra turn that lets me bounce something again, and then hopefully I get 2 extra draw steps to find something useful. And that seems like the best play. So that's what I'll go for. The Wayfarer Shrine is fetching blue because I need blue for both Jeffrey stages and Panya, and this thing's fetching Lush Oasis to get all my colors. So let me just double check that I have everything in order. 1, 2, 3, Val Progenitor, bounce Plaxolotl. I can't let Plaxolotl survive, right? Yep, bounce Plaxolotl, take Firebird in the face, Flash and Panya. Yeah, I have to go for that. Hopefully, they're probably going to whack me for 6, so that still leaves me with enough life to do stuff afterwards. Orichi is another option, but actually, can Orichi blink Vaporeget? No, it can't. I don't have enough mana for that. Yeah, I think it's Panya. Like, Panya is probably the best option here. Just because Aerith is not guaranteed to work out. Anyways. So then, Progenitor, Jeffrey bounces the Plaxolotl. Yep, a Colorless Horror. Whack them for 1. And then pass the turn and hope for the best. Man, like, sequencing Jeffrey into Panya is a really powerful thing. Like, even outside of rampy deck like this. Maybe in the future I'll try to build more decks that take advantage of this interaction. Like, just having turn, like, on 4 mana, you Jeffrey Sages, grab Panya, hold up end of turn Panya, and then the turn afterwards you time lock your opponent and also bounce something. Okay, they're just turbo milling themselves now. And there's a good chance it mills them into a Firebird, but it seems like I'm lucky because they still only have 1 Firebird in the graveyard. So yeah, I got 2 draws to find something to help me stabilize. Or actually, if I find Greenwood Outrider, I just win, right? Okay, they're going to try to kill stuff, which I'm fine with because that's less damage going towards face. Because these guys are going to whack me down to 7. And they also have these Unceasing Flames in the graveyard, which is also like really worrying for me because they're getting pretty close to just one-shotting me with Unceasing Flames. So yeah, I kind of need something to help me here. Like, I need something to deal with Plaxolotl and also the Firebirds. I'm probably going to have to... I'm forced to bounce Plaxolotl here. Yeah, okay, drawing a land is not great, which means I have 1 more top deck left to find me something. I will bounce the Plaxolotl. Yeah, I bounce Plaxolotl because if I don't bounce out, I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose, I think. Okay, so I'm forced to shock myself here to actually cast this thing. So what am I assuming? Like, I'm assuming that Plaxolotl gets dealt with. But then what about the Firebirds? Because they're always going to be coming back. Maybe I bounce the Firebirds and then hope that I find something to deal with Plaxolotl, because like that thing, if it's in the graveyard, then it's not threatening. But Firebirds, even if they are in the graveyard, it's still threatening for me. Yeah, I think that's the logic I have to go with. Okay, so if I drawing a land here does mean that top deck Greenwood Outrider is, I think, a win here. It's probably a win. Like, I have enough historic stuff to, or I have 4 story permanents. I think, yeah, Greenwood Outrider is definitely lethal. So yeah, I guess I bounce Firebird and hope Axolotl doesn't get there. It's only 1 copied spell, right? And if they have Unceasing Flames, I lose anyways, because they just kill Panya and then attack Firebirds and I die. Yeah, I guess I go with that logic. I'll grab Shifting Glade right now. So yeah, let me just double check which one to bounce. It has to be one of the Firebirds, right? Yeah, I think I've convinced myself to bounce Firebird, so I'll go for that. So tail and then bounce one of the Firebirds, knock them for 1, and hope to God that I get a good top deck. Please. Darn. Okay, well that's really disappointing. I have to keep this guy back to block, and then Plaxolotl probably gets me. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could still say that I got sort of lucky in that this game didn't end even worse for me. So, like, if they don't have anything, then I guess I could survive here. I mean, if they have removal, they just point at Panya, right? Okay, well, so if they don't kill me this turn, agreeing with Outrider is still a possible draw. That gets me out of this. Or agreeing with Outrider still insta-kills even if they kill Panya. Or no, if they kill Panya, I'm forced to jump with Antelope, and I think that puts agreeing with Outrider lethal out of reach. And if they have Unceasing Flame, they just die. Okay, yeah, happens. Alright, so post board, I have literally nothing. Okay, Morphous Tyrant is good because that's more ways to block the birds. So post board, they actually get to bring in counter spells, which I don't like, but I have to deal with that. Ocean is 3 mana, which is a bit too expensive, but I bring it in anyways. Forbidden Treasure I bring in because I need to counter their things. And the problem with Forbidden Treasure is that it doesn't even deal with their phoenixes, but it deals with their other things, which is like useful enough, so I bring that in anyways. So what do I bring out? I take out Aerith. I think I take out some Greenwood Outriders because I'm actually not like if I stabilize, I just win anyways. Do I bring in? I need to bring in Alton Surveyors too, right? Because that's my graveyard shuffle. Maybe Alton Surveyor just isn't impactful enough in this matchup. So then I also board out Performer, right? Or I'm going to board out some Contras, I think. No, Val feels wrong to board out Val Progenitor, but maybe. Oh, actually, Vivian. Yeah, Vivian's a bit slow. I think I board those guys out. And then I have room to bring in the Alton Surveyors again. Maybe Ocean is just bad, right? 3 mana is too expensive to, and this thing just dies to removal, and they're definitely bringing in some removal. Like if it, like they could just do, I play this thing and then my opponent just first card in a turn and CC Flames this, and then it does absolutely nothing. I think Ocean's just bad, so maybe like Ocean is supposed to be for against Storm where they can't interact with creatures profitably. And they're also not just, and also they're not clocking you if you just spend turn 3 dropping a 3/1 that can't block. Yeah, bring that out. And I guess I put in an Alton Surveyor again. Like, is that what I want to do? It feels bad, but maybe it's correct. Yeah, sure, I'll try this. And I get a hand that has turn 2 Forbidden Treasure and nothing else. So I try to mulligan for something better. So what's my plays looking like if I keep this hand? I tried to hold up Forbidden on 2. I turn 3. I hold up Forbidden on 2. Try to, and then if they don't play anything, I play a Ricci so I can start beating down, and then not try to scam. And then or I play out a Ricci and then Contra next turn. Yeah, I guess I keep this. Yeah, I don't want to take too many risks right now. Then I'm pretty much willing to Forbidden anything that seems useful. So like if I can snag it against the waves, okay, well that, and they, well, I'm hoping they against the waves next turn too. Okay, well, at least I have lands for what I need to do. I just need to snag one of their things with Forbidden Treasure. Okay, they're just holding, so they're probably flashing in random stuff end of turn. In that case, I'll just flash in my own Irichi. Because, like, if I put them on clock, then at least does something. Okay, so I can either Jeffrey stages or I can keep holding up Forbidden Treasure. I mean, they can just keep holding too, right? Oh, I play a land and I attack. I'm going to attack just to see what they do. They're just going to take, which makes sense. I can Jeffrey stages grab a Panya. Does that do anything? It taps me out, which is a problem. Can I just afford to wait? Because that's the question. If I can afford to just wait, then I just keep passing, holding up Forbidden Treasure because dissuades them from doing anything impactful. They can also just 1-2 and then drop a Paxilado. That actually gets them past Forbidden Treasure too, which is a problem. I think I've... Also, Contra has nothing great, nothing at all to bring back, so maybe I just Jeffrey stages and let them have one Paxilado turn. Like, how disastrous is a single Paxilado turn? Because afterwards, I can Valp Progenitor Contra, or I can either Valp Progenitor or Contra, so that gets me 1 bounce guaranteed, and if I draw a land, I get to spin Treasure and get 2nd bounce. Yeah, I should have mulligan for a better hand, honestly. But I can't do much now. I think holding up Forbidden Treasure is playing way too passive. I'm going to jam Jeffrey stages, and if it gets countered, then that's actually good for me, because it eats up a counter spell. Did let it happen? So what do I grab? I can grab Panya. I think Panya is more useful right now, even though Aerith is technically better. Okay, and they can have their end of, oh, it's just Sphere Scripts, but they have their Firebird now. Well, it could have been worse. They could have gotten in the Plaxlotto this turn, so at least they didn't do that. They're going to use this turn to do against the Waves shenanigans, while my Forbidden Treasures is down, which is fine by me, I think. Okay, they're going to keep, actually, I just realized, I can't Forbidden Treasure and Panya in the same turn. Data recovery. Okay, they're going to mill themselves even more. Hopefully they don't mill more Phoenixes. Can I deal with multiple Phoenixes? Okay, well, they can't recur more Phoenixes this turn, so that's good. And they're going to whack me. I mean, technically, I am still racing them right now, and they don't have another land. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, they're discarding Firebird to hand size. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Draw a card and Green Elemental Circle. Okay, so I can actually Green Elemental Panya, or yeah, Green Elemental Valp Progenitor, and I can finally start going off. So that bounces Firebird, which is good for me because that's less stuff on board to worry about. And I guess I hold up Panya and just go shields down on Forbidden Treasure. Unless I draw a land, in which case I can keep Forbidden Treasure up. So bounce this. Another Jeffrey stages. Alright, I guess I'm just holding up Panya then. Actually, I can block Firebird. I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to get damage in because this is a race, technically. Or not even technically, this is just a race. So yeah, bouncing Firebird is a pretty good way to deal with it against their deck. Not really just in general, because like what other... Ah, they can discard it again. Okay, well, hopefully I can survive at 11 life. I mean, it is at least somewhat annoying for them to have. No, it just gives them more discard fodder. It doesn't... It's like just strictly good for them, for me to bounce the Firebird on my own turn. And they're going to keep wheat for... Okay, yeah, and they get their Firebirds back. That happens. And yeah, like Earthy Stages does nothing to help me against Firebirds, because they can always just bring them back. They can always just discard Firebirds on their turn and then bring them back and then whack me. So my only way of winning is to race them. Anya, what can I do? Would a land drive even help me here? Ramsey is certainly not going to help. So I kind of need... I think I do need to Contra right now to draw a card. I mean, I can Contra for 2, which is acceptable, I guess. The problem is that Contra means I can no longer block the Phoenixes. Like, I can bounce them, but then they just get discarded and they get brought back. Yeah, I can just... I can blink their entire... I can bounce their entire board, but it doesn't help me. So I guess I'm just pulling these guys back to block, but then I can't play Contra if I do that. Actually, I can Ramsey into Contra. Is that useful? Draws me at 1 card, and then I bring back Progenitor, and maybe it draws me into a land. I play the No, it taps me out. Okay, new plan. I just keep back these guys. Yeah, play Ramsey, put the aura on something, keep back these guys. If my opponent tries to Unceasing Flames me, I try to forbidden trigger that to like get rid of that win condition, and I just hope for good draws. Is that my plan? Yeah, I think that's my plan. Alternatively, I attack here, play Contra, except that I take 3 to the face. It also draws me a card, gets me a Progenitor, which is... I have to tap like this. So then that puts me shields down. It gets me closer. It gives me the possibility of drawing a land. Either way, it's like I always attack with this guy, because it's not blocking anything. So I think it's already... Yeah, I can't... If I wanted to Spirit Arichi, I should have done... I should have attacked with it. So it's like too late to really make that play and make it feel good. So I guess I just do the Ramsey line and hope that works out. And... Or actually, could I put the land aura on the island? Could matter. Yeah, I play on the island here, because could matter. Yeah, it definitely could matter. I pass. And then if they try to go for their alternate win condition, I just forbidden trigger it. If they don't, then I'm going to block to reduce the amount of damage I take. Okay, well, they're going for it. So if they have Spell Pierce, then yeah, they got me, but if they have Spell Pierce, they got me, but oh, they don't have Spell Pierce. Okay, well, I mean, I did manage to get rid of one of their win cons, so that's good at least. What was in there? Oh, okay, that was their hand. And well, that means they got access to Plot Collado this turn, but getting rid of Unceasing Flames, that definitely takes a huge burden off me, because now I don't have to worry about randomly dying to flames. They still... Okay, so they still have stuff, but whatever. They're just going to keep drawing. Hopefully they don't get more stuff. Okay, they discard Spirit Scripts. So they have 1 Fire Erasure that they can use to remove one of my flyers. Oh, they're not going to remove any of my flyers. Well, I mean, I can feel better about my life total now, right? Because I know that they're not going to randomly... Actually, I think I keep Panya around because it's annoying for them. Like, they have to deal with this thing eventually. And then I just, like, get Firebird into the graveyard. Do I block with Panya? Because like Panya could be useful later on, but like, do I want to cash this thing in for 3 life? And I think I guess I think I'm willing to leave Panya around for a turn. Again, like I said, like I don't have to worry as much about my life total, because okay, and and I managed to get them to use a Fire Erasure on Panya instead of the Ramsey. Like, I actually do need Ramsey to survive here, because that's my target for Contra. Oh, and Plaxlato, yeah. Well, that's getting bounced. So draw. Progenitor. Okay, that's a good draw. Do I Progenitor first, or do I Contra first? Oh, actually, did they Firebird? Okay, they got their Mioga Firebird back. Let's see. So how do I... Well, actually, I can Contra and then bring back Arichi. then cast a Ricci. I need to, if I do that, then I need to hope to draw a land off the Contra, which I don't appreciate doing, but maybe it's like something I can try to do. Alternatively, I can just bounce the Firebirds, but that doesn't help me, right? Force them to have discards in hand, but like they got Pipsqueak, like, they have plenty of discard left. So yeah, I can do 2 bounces and then hope that I can, and even if they can get both Firebirds out, I survive it to life. But if they get 3 Firebirds out, I just die. So like, yeah, not looking good for me. I can just I can vow Contra, grab Arichi. I think it's oh, and if I get a fetch land, I actually just die if I don't. Yeah. Okay, I guess my plan here is to hope that they don't get Firebird number 3. So I start off with Val Progenitor, bouncing the Plaxolotl. And what do I draw? Ooh, Lumbering. Oh, well, that's not the land I needed. Alright, so now I guess we're in hope that they don't have another Firebird mode. Or I guess, what can Contra ever draw me that would save me here? I don't think there's anything that it could draw me that would help. Oh, I need to do it anyways because, like, and do I care to get Firebirds into their hand? Because it just gives them more discard fodder, right? So, like, it doesn't help, I don't think. Like, they can always get 3 card plays, right? Or maybe they can't. Yeah, I think I'll just, like, I'll take a gamble that like, this does something useful. Okay, there we go. That's the land I needed. So that means Contra is getting back Arichi, I guess. And then I play Lumbering Hillock tap and hope for the best. And now I get back Arichi here, right? That's the best option. Or, like, actually, it doesn't matter because I think I have lethal if I survive this turn. So I just have to try to survive this turn, which I don't know if I can do. But if I do, then I win. So yeah, hope for the best. So hopefully they don't find Firebird number 3, and they don't have a way to cast, or they don't have a way to cast 3 spells, like either or. And okay, seems like they don't, because they definitely would have gone for lethal if they had the ability to. And they, what? That's a weird play. Right, Arichi means that I can suddenly start blocking now. Oh, and that actually is really awkward because I have no way to bounce stuff. Like me, I can Arichi blink Contra at instant speed, which gets me back Forbidden Treasure at instant speed, which is funny. So I guess I can hold for that. I can try to let that happen. Actually, no, they need to not die here. So, and can they like not die through a Lumbering Hillock? 2, 3, 4, 5. So like even if they flash and Plaxolotl, they have to block here, and then they. Let me actually just do some math. So they have a maximum of. Let's assume that they can blow up one thing. Oh well, actually, like if they try to, yeah, if they just try to remove stuff, I just Arichi flash in Arichi, get back bench treasure. No, that doesn't work out. Okay, Lumbering Hillock swing. Blow this up, Plaxolotl. How much block here? Then they survive. Yeah, I think I go for this attack. So they create salvage. Sure. Oh, they're trying to get Firebirds back at the end of their turn. Okay, yeah, I let that happen. They're trying to use Firebirds as a blocker. Oh, I mean, it is ninja. Oh, they just die. Cool. That was really close. That definitely was closer than I needed to because I think I didn't mulligan aggressively enough. Yeah, certainly. I don't think I mulligan aggressively enough. And I'm just realizing that I don't have good ways to deal with their flyers. Maybe I just board an ocean because it's a blocker for their flyers. That has to be incorrect. So I hope to draw into Amorphous Tyrants, I guess, to block their things. Otherwise it's just, yeah. I don't think I board any differently right now. Except now I need a 1-drop here because otherwise I'm way too slow. Okay, that's unkeepable. This is technically keepable, but I don't. Alright, so the problem with this hand is that Amorphous Tyrant. Okay, so I can agree Elemental Circle, but I have no follow-up. I have Forbidden Treasure, but it's not going to come down on a turn that matters. I think I mulligan to 5. Love for something better, and I mean this is certainly something. I'm not sure if it's better or not, but I got Elemental Circle into Ramsey into Jeffrey, which is 0 interaction, but actually I have Ultimate Surveyor, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to hit with Ultimate Surveyor. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? So right now I probably bomb a land plus. Do I need Jeffrey stages? I can bomb like this and then hope to draw us into something good. I think this is actually better than that other keep. So turn 1, I guess they're doing end of turn creative salvage. Okay, well I got my 3 lands, and now I'm regretting bombing the Jeffrey stages because I actually can cast, and if they're Mina, yeah, that's also a problem. Oh, Alton Surveyor blows up Mina, I forgot. Yeah, that's an interaction I need to remember. The Wheat from Chaff for free. Oh, hopefully they don't get, hopefully like they dump a Phoenix and then don't reanimate it, don't get it back in the same turn, so that I can Alton Surveyor and get all 3 modes. Okay, they're milling themselves, and they still haven't found Surveyor yet, okay. I mean, still haven't found Phoenix yet. They're just going to go for Unceasing Flames. Sure. And oh, they get their Plaxalada on turn 2. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. Contra. Okay, well that's a decent follow-up to. It could be a decent follow-up to Alton Surveyor on turn 2. Do I want to Alton? Do I care about Alton right now? So like I Alton blow up Mina, shuffle back 4 cards that are mostly irrelevant. Game 4 life. Alternatively, I can Ramsey right now, which is a better Contra target too, and sets me up better for future turns. I think Alton's kind of necessary here because if Oxlaw manages to copy one of these spells, it's really bad for me. At the same time, like, what's my game plan if I Alton here? Because like, and they're also low on cards, so Mina isn't as great. I don't think. I think I managed to convince myself to Alton here, which is not great. Well, it also blocks Paxlala, I guess. So, but yeah, like I did manage to land all 3 modes of Alton Surveyor against my opponent, which is something, I guess. I don't even know if this is good, but something, I guess. Yeah, it's something, I guess. Please don't have anything super scary after Plaxalado. Okay, well, it looks like Alton Shuffle did pay off. And this goes to exile. They actually don't have a target for Contra next turn, which is a problem. And okay, and now I'm getting beat down by my own servos, which is actually also a problem because that's 3 damage per turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm down at 12 now, which is really concerning. Do I have a way to blow up the Plaxlado? I don't think so, which also is really concerning. Okay, Ramsey, does that help me? Yes, it does, because I can go Primal into Ramsey, into Contra, bring back the Mysterious Counteract, which also makes me go down in life, but at least I draw a card and then hope that I draw something that helps me. And then Contra brings back Counteract, so yeah, I have to play this untapped. Actually, I can get one more. Yeah, I'll go Ramsey into Primal just to get one more blocker for these guys, because I do need to start blocking these guys. And so that means like if I draw any 1 drop, then I won't be able to cast it. But it's not like I would have been able to anyways, right? If I go, yeah, the only 1 drop that would make a difference is. Oh, actually, the only 1 drop that would make a difference is Amorphous Tyrant, which would actually make a huge difference. But they're almost out of gas, so maybe Plaxlaw doesn't do anything useful. And I think it's probably better just to try to make more guys so I can actually block stuff. Just, so, yeah. Contra, draw. Yeah, well, I didn't draw Amorphous Tyrant, so it ended up not mattering. And in fact, I even drew the worst cards possible because it's another land that I don't need. Well, hopefully I top deck a useful 5-drop next turn. Like, yeah, Amorphous Tyrant would be a nice top deck. So I'm hoping for Amorphous Tyrant. Or actually, does Greenwood Outrider give me lethal? And Poxlala call it Pipsqueak Salvage, which means they have a full grip again. But yeah, does Greenwood Outrider give me lethal? 1, 2, 3. 3 storied, so that's like 4, 4, 7. It might actually just be lethal. I'm not sure. They're going wide. It's scary, but okay, and they're going pretty wide. Yeah. A good draw, please. That's not useful. And I think it's a lost game now. I don't think I can recover from this. I mean, I can play out Primal Resurgence. Doesn't really do much. I guess I play out anyways because I might need the mana later on or something. But yeah, like I don't see how I'm getting out of this. I think the draw just didn't really come through for me this game. Block. I mean, I'm not completely dead yet, but I am like pretty close, and I don't think I can catch back up. Well, I guess I should be playing towards the Greenwood Outrider lethal, because that's still possible, right? 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, I can hardcast any Greenwood Outriders I peel off the top, and that would be lethal, I think. Or at least pretty close to. I mean, they're 18, so I haven't done the math. It's probably actually not lethal. I keep Primal Resurgence for when Contra dies and Ramsey come back and I need to make more jumpers. I mean, Contra's not going to die, right? They're not going to try to remove Contra, so no point in doing that. And if I just attack with this thing, it's just don't get trumped, so no point in like swinging with it either. So I just play primal and pass. And I guess next turn I have Lumbering Hillock as a possible blocker, which could be useful. Season Flames are still in their deck too, so they could just win through that. Need a recovery on sorry, Erasure. Are you in Contra? Are you like letting me have Ramsey back? Oh, okay, they're just going to wipe my board. Sure. Actually, I should be playing on the island. And they're swinging out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I win in any other way? Like, can I win if I don't top deck out green with Outrider right now? What's my other way of winning? Going high value, but what value, right? Like if I jump right, do I have green with Outrider lethal? Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 6, 8. Yeah, I lethal them if green with Outrider lands. And one, just making sure that I don't die to Unceasing Flames. So Unceasing Flames is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have a 0 added this turn, so like they could just 0 at minus and prevent the green with Outrider lethal. Actually, no, did I? I'm pretty sure I boarded out my green with Outriders. Right? Let me just double check. Yeah, why am I even playing? Well, yeah, no point in not blocking now. Or, nope, yeah, no point in. I just block with everything and just try to reduce the board. Okay, so Zerat makes another guy. Alright, hoping for something good here. Ooh, okay, that's a good start. I'll hard cast Ball Progenitor because that's actually like useful for something. I need this thing to stick and I have no other plays anyways. And I draw land. Cool. Wonderful. I love when decks do that. And my life total is too low to play these guys untapped, right? Yeah, so I have to play this tapped, and then I probably just die stuff. I can untap here, and no, I can't animate Lumbering Hillock either. Okay, well then they probably have me. And does that just rip kill me? Yeah, it does. Well, hate this matchup. I think like if I built the deck better, I could have teched better against this matchup by bringing in some instant speed, Grave Hate. Like Sackbow, well, Sackbow wouldn't be good in this deck, right? Because it doesn't, like I want the 5 cost thing so that it triggers my things. And Sackbow is a thing that's not 5 cost, but costs lots of mana. But like yeah, Ultimate Surveyor being my only Grave Hate and being at sorcery speed is not good against their deck. And Forbidden Treasure could have like sniped. It managed to snipe stuff, but it's also just really awkward to hold this thing up, wait for an opponent to do something with it. And also like it just didn't get great draws. In game 3 I did try to mulligan aggressively for a good starting hand, right? So I can't blame myself there. Game 2 I definitely did not mulligan aggressively enough, but it worked out anyways. In game 1 I forgot what happened in game 1. But yeah, so that I'm still making top cut though because I won my 3 previous games. So this game was just for the content, guys. But yeah, that means it's very likely that I have to face this matchup again in the top cut, and I'm probably going to lose that. So that sucks. But hopefully, either I dodge the matchup, like someone else beats all the Phoenix players, or I get super lucky during my game against Phoenix and manage to win the GP. But yeah, see you next round, guys.